Hey guys, welcome back to my page, Lukumiwa and Espiritual. I hope everybody had a good weekend and happy Ogun Day. Today is Ogun, June 29th is Ogun Day. In the tradition of the Santeria Lukumi, we celebrate Ogun, St. Peter, and hope Ogun gives us all blessings, protect us, ground us, always finds work for us, and always keeps us healthy. Now, this video, I'm going to continue with the old dudes and everything. I'm going to speak about this one. I had a couple of people that have asked about this one. I hope I have enough time that I can speak about it. Try to be as much detailed as I can with the time allowed. With that said, the old one I'm speaking of is 5-5 or Chemeji. I always start these videos off with the Orishas that speak in this Odu because for me, it's very important that you know which Orishas speak in this Odu. So if you have this Odu and you have a situation you're going through or you're trying to give an offering, this is where you should go to these Orishas, and it's Elewa, Ogun, Obatala, Ochosi, Babaluaye, but especially and the utmost important is, of course, Oshun. This Odu is very heavily influenced with Oshun. Couple of references, like they're saying that your enemy, instead of doing you bad, is going to do you good. Another reference is there's no bad that good don't bring. So with that, keep in mind, they're already letting you know, come on, like, just stay positive. Don't think everybody's out there to get you. And this Odu is also where they said that Ochun was poisoned. This is where she, like, when you give an offering or honey or anything, they say you have to taste it in front of her because of the fact that they try to poison her. And this Odu also speaks about the intestines where it can get tangled up. This Odu also speaks and warns about blood diseases, sicknesses, STDs, cancer, where you have to make sure you always are taking care of your blood. You have to eat stuff that is fresh. You can't eat really leftovers. You got to be careful when you go to certain restaurants because a lot of these restaurants don't keep things fresh. You can get yourself intoxicated, skins can burn out, scratches, rats, all type of craziness can happen with this Odu because you have to make sure you eat fresh stuff. This Odu is where Babaluaye is very, very much important for a lot of people to receive because of the fact of the sicknesses and the issues that may come with your health is born in this Odu. It's also said that you're not supposed to pawn jewelry. You're not supposed to give away your jewelry. You're not supposed to pawn it because upon you doing that, you're giving yourself a sobo. You're giving away your richness. You're giving away your, your energies. But utmost importance, this Odu, basically your jewelry, your necklaces and your bracelets or whatever, that stuff belongs to Ochun. That don't belong to you. So how the hell are you giving away or selling her stuff? You're going to feel her wrath. So this is how important this Odu is. You got to be careful because you always got to stay in the good graces with Ochun. When you offer honey, you have to taste this honey in front of her. If you keep her, let me tell you how important Ochun is in this Odu. Obatala, Elegua, Ogun, everybody could be pissed off with you that they got their backs turned to you and nobody is trying to help you at all. But if you're in good graces with Ochun, because who Ochun is and the power that she had to help push people and kind of like, have them see things her way, that is a very good ally to have. As long as you're in good graces with Ochun, you're never going to suffer. You're never going to have any problems. But here's the thing. You got to be in good graces with Ochun. You cannot be promising things that you know you damn well cannot be doing it. So if you're going to promise somebody money and you don't have it, don't promise it. Now, a little bit of a dilemma or thing, right? Now I'm going to give you what my elders told me. A lot of people say it's not true. Other people say yes. Me, I'm telling you right now, in my line and the way I was taught, 5-5 or Chemeji. If you got that or Chemeji in an Orisha, you cannot birth that Orisha. You cannot work that Orisha for anybody but you. But let's look at this in the positive. Let's not look at this in the negative. Basically, the Orisha is saying, I love you so much that I don't want to share you with the world. So a lot of people who come into this religion for business or trying to make money off of it, then I'm sorry to say it wasn't meant for you. The Orisha said no. Now, there is an eleke. If you are a child of Ochun and it came Ochemeji your clothes, there is a particular eleke that needs to be made for you. It tends to be expensive because it carries a lot of crystals and minerals that tend to be worth a lot of money, so a lot of people don't like giving it, or like the people don't know about it or whatever. But it's called the Oche Meiji Eleke, and it's made out of coral, onyx, gold, and there's a bunch of other stuff in it. But it's only for Ochun children when they have Oche Meiji. Now, where Oche Meiji also speaks about, this is where a very intellectual, very spiritual person is born. But especially this Odu is telling you that you have a gypsy spirit that works with tarot cards. So if you have Oche Meiji, you have that spirit. You have to learn how to work it, because that is your saving grace. And more than likely, she probably is your main spirit when it comes to the spiritual side of the religion. Back to the Oche Meiji and Nakrani. Men, if you got Oche Meiji, it said that you can go to Ifa, because you basically cannot proceed in what is the Santeria part of it. So they send you to a ruler if you want to proceed, or you want to keep going and growing in the religion. Like, in other words, go further in hierarchy, you will become a Babalao. Women, you're told to become a spiritual godmothers, where you'll be doing Misa Blancas, tarot card readings, and all type of stuff like that. Men, if you want to be spiritual too, you can work that side too, but you also have Palo. You can also work the Palo there. But basically, the Rishas are saying, if you got that Odu, and I hate people saying that, oh, you're there, like to say it's a maldición, whatever. No, let's look at it at the positive. Positively speaking, the Orisha is saying, I love you so much that I don't want to share you with the world. Here is my interpretation of things. This is also where the shackles are born, where they shackle the slaves and all this other stuff, right? The Orishas are saying, I'm coming to relieve you, to save you from slavery. You cannot become a slave to any type of style or any type of issue. You're going to do something, do it when you have time. Don't feel obligated. Don't feel like you're enslaved to something, because it's not going to work for you. So what does that mean? You know how you have a lot of people who are into jewelry or styles, or like wearing different type of clothes, and that's their thing. Like, you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to become like a vice. Have a vice where you only do that. Like, that's only going to be your thing, and you're so concentrated on it, because the Orisha is not going to bless you. The Orisha is going to take that away. All right, that's why the shackles have been removed. Ochun, whoever came to your life, is coming to remove these shackles. You're not supposed to be a slave to nothing or no one. So this is the purpose that Orishas are here. They're here to free you, so you will not be enslaved to anything. Also, in this Odu, it says that you're not supposed to be wearing a lot of jewelry, a lot of stuff, like, you know how you see some people over exaggerating, and especially you're not supposed to sleep with it on, because it can actually like tangle up and probably choke you. So you have to sleep also free of that. You can't go to bed with a bunch of jewelry on, especially around your neck. So like I said, I was going to try to do more. There's more to this, but I'm going to try to speak as much as I could. But to recap again, fresh food. You're not supposed to eat any leftovers. You're not supposed to eat at any shady place. Do not promise things that you know that you cannot complete or you cannot do. Do not pawn your jewelry, because that shit is not yours to begin with. That belongs to Ochun. You're not selling her stuff, because then you're going to feel her wrath. And like I said, as long as you're good with her, you're good with the world. Also, you got to make sure you have no vices. You don't get into any type of vices or anything. You got to stay on top of your health. You got to make sure you eat a lot of fresh things that nourish your blood system, because this Odu, like I said, speaks about also the blood and keeping things there. There's also another saying that says that, you have no family, but you have Orisha. Understand, with this Odu, they say that there's a lot of blood, but if it comes in Osobo, you have, let's say, bad blood within your family. So they're saying that, all right, you don't have them, but you have us. Never feel that you're alone. Never feel that you have no way to go, because again, as long as it's Oshun, when saving grace is your saving grace, because you're on good terms with her, believe me, you got the world. But anyway, that was a little bit on 5-5. If you like anything, like and share this content. I'm sorry, but if you have any comments and concerns, you can always drop me a message. And like from Lukumiwe and Espiritual, have a great day. Be blessed and happy Ogunde.